The sun is rising over one of the thousands of islands in the China Sea. In these little islands, many of which are volcanic, it's difficult to grow any crops, and the most common activity is fishing. It's here that Tuinky's family lives, in a small village of just 300 inhabitants. Their life necessarily centers on the sea. Sometimes the fish are plentiful and they can relax for a few days. Other times, constant storms make fishing more difficult. They sometimes use paternoster lines to fish for larger prey. If they're lucky, they can sell these extra fish and make some money, which they put by to guard against more difficult times. They throw the line into the sea and pull it in the next day. It's not always easy to find the line again in the vast ocean, and if they don't pull it in time, some of the catch may get away or be eaten by other fish. On this occasion, the tackle is proving difficult to find. It must have been washed away by the currents. The catch will almost certainly be meager, but the most important thing now is to get the lines back. Finally, well past noon, they spot the boy, and Tuinky hurries to pull in the long line and see if any fish are left. Most of the hooks are empty, but he does find a medium-sized ray on one of them. The ray has a poisonous barb on the end of its tail, so they have to be very careful pulling it on board. They then immediately cut it up to avoid the risk of a very painful stinging. They use some of the catch from the day before to bait the hooks again. It hasn't been a very successful day, but they have to keep trying.
Okay.
By the last light of day, they head back to the island, where they moor their boat and unload the tackle. The rest of the village have been keeping busy. At nightfall, several families meet up on the beach to go fishing. The technique they use is particularly ingenious. They gather dry coconut leaves and bind them together to make torches. At low tide, they wade into the water with the torches, whose light attracts and distracts little fish and crabs from the shore. If they're careful not to scare them off, they can catch enough for dinner.